Hey everybody, Chris here, coming to show you some more thrift store finds. Didn't get too much this week. It's been really cold out, around single digits, sometimes negative. So I haven't really gone out to the thrift stores very much. But this is what I picked up over the past, I think, 2 weeks, week and a half or so. Start over here. Some cassette players and the micro cassette player. I don't usually pick up anything besides Sony, but I picked up a Panasonic. About a $20 Sony one. Then picked up it's about 30, 40 on that one. I picked up another one. It's already sold. I think around I got like 90 for it because there are no other listings for it on Amazon. So that was pretty great. Over here I got some HP 920 ink. I had two more of those 3-packs on the bottom, but they were not expired yet, and all the rest of this is expired. So those already sold on Amazon. These will go to eBay. Usually get about maybe half of what they're worth. I paid $5 for I think four bags of these. I've already made I think $40 on it, so it was a decent investment. Over there I got a PS2. I got two of them. One already sold. I paid $25 for one and 15 for another. The $25 one is gone. It came with two controllers and both wires, but this one only came with this console itself. But I just took one of the controllers from the other one, and I have a bag of wires, so easy to complete. Over here, I got a Wii for $25. Came with 4 Wiimotes. I don't usually pay 25, but it came with enough controllers. It was worth it. And probably the best find was actually this Xbox 360 at the same Savers. It was also $25. It's a 250 gigabyte one, came with that controller, power cord, and an HDMI cable. Works great. Had games on it. That usually doesn't matter too much for Xboxes and PlayStations since they're tied to accounts, and most people like to have their achievements and stuff. I haven't checked out the Wii yet, hoping there's some games installed on that. Over here I got a Polaroid one-step flash at I think Savers. It was only a few bucks. And under that I got Polaroid film sealed. I think this is some of the newest. Can't really tell there. It says 08, 09, which is roughly the last expiration date. I don't remember exactly what it is. It might be closer to 2010. I don't really remember. But that usually goes for 20 to 30 bucks, which is surprising since you can get new film from Impossible for I think 22 for 8 photos, where I guess the value is there since this has 10, but half the time expired Polaroid film is expired. Got a Nintendo RF cable. I think I paid $2 at Savers. I actually ran out of these this summer. I think I was using Sega RF cables on my Nintendos that I was selling. So definitely going to stock up on these because over the summer you find a lot of Nintendos without their cables. It would be nice to find the power cables. I find that to be the hardest to find. And there aren't a lot of comparable AC adapters that I find at thrift stores. So yeah, definitely getting the wires is always good. Next to that, same Savers. I got the Xbox and the Wii. I got a Nintendo DS. It's pink. Came with this little shell. No charger. $15, which is a little much without a charger, but I have a few. Should get about I'd say 45 maybe for this. It's actually surprising that the DS Lites tend to sell a bit more than the DSi. I think that's because of the Game Boy Advance slot. Coming over here, I got some board games. Picked up this version of Risk. I haven't picked it up before because generally it doesn't go for much, but I think it's reached about the $30 mark, which is where I like to buy board games. I think I paid $2.99 at Savers, or maybe less. I don't know. I found about 4 versions, 4 of this exact game in about a day. And I only picked up one because it was complete and the others were missing cards. I don't think this will be a habit of picking up this unless it sells, but I think it's been up for a week already and hasn't. So a little experiments in some of these random versions of these games. Back there I got a copy of Axis and Allies. This was I think $1.80 at Goodwill. Everything is unpunched. Like all the little tiny pieces are still on their sprues. That should make the value a little bit more unusual. It's usually about 40, 50. I think get about 60 for this. It's very good condition. Next, I got Clever Endeavor and Shrink Wrap. This is a game I had forever ago opened, and it just took forever to sell. But it still goes for about 30 sealed. So I picked it up. It'll probably sit for a while, but I think it was only $1.99 maybe at Salvation Army, I think. Next to that, I got a copy of Clue, the card game. This is $1.99 Savers. Goes for about $12. Sealed, it's about 25-30. Then I got another copy of Munchkin. So it's $2.70 with my discount. I haven't checked it, but I think it's just the game. I don't think there's any expansions. Again, this is a game that I'll probably just send into Fulfilled by Amazon. I have it listed now, but I don't think it'll sell at the price because a lot of new copies go for less. Got Jurassic Park 3 Island Survival game. All three of the Jurassic Park board games are a pretty good idea to pick up. I think the original one goes for the most, then Lost World, and this kind of flip-flop between 30 and $50. I'd say I'll probably get about 40, maybe 45 for this right now. I'll probably sit on it a little while, since if I'd picked this up around when Jurassic World came out, I think it would have sold pretty quick, but right now it's probably going to sit for a little while. Also got Catan the Board Game Gallery Edition. What was weird about this is there were a lot of pieces flip-flopped. There's supposed to be a certain amount of settlements. Instead, it was that many cities. Instead of that many cities, it was that many settlements. It's missing a card or two. In general, it goes for about 30. Not sure if I'll get that, but hopefully. Got a couple mice at, I think it was Savers, or no, it was Goodwill. It came right out of the back, I remember now. There were a bunch of mice, but most of them are old. But got a couple, I think they're Logitech. Got an LX7 and an LX6. I think the 6 goes for about 20, 25. LX7 goes for about 30 or 40. Got some Goodwill outlet finds. I had some more, but I think I must have sold through it. But I got a a Nintendo DS Lite charger, which will go great with the DS Lite I picked up. I got some of these littlest pet shop figures. I've sold some individually for a lot and some in lots for a decent amount. Probably cost me, I don't know, 30, not even 30 cents, probably about a dime for those. So I'll probably make around $10 maybe. I'm not really sure. Sometimes individual ones can go for a crazy amount depending on which one it is. Then I got Dawn of the Dead Director's Cut, Director's Anniversary Edition, I'm not really sure, on VHS. Worth about like $7, $8. But I decided to get a little more into VHS since for some reason people do still buy them. Over here, it's probably the best to find besides the Xbox. This is a Tamagotchi Connection. This is, I think, like the third version of these. Paid $2.70 at Goodwill. I'll probably get about anywhere between $50 and $100 for it. It's very surprising the amount of people will pay for Tamagotchis. And then just a real small stack of games. I got DDR Max 2. That was inside one of the PlayStations. No One Can Stop Mr. Domino at Goodwill for $1 or 90 cents after discount. So this isn't a particularly rare or sought-after game, but there aren't too many copies for sale. I think I can get about $7 or $8 for that. This is something I never heard of, the Amazing Virtual Sea Monkeys. It looks like there was also a Game Boy Advance version. Again, not very sought after, but I think it is a little more rare because nobody probably bought this. But still, probably get $9, $10 for that. Got Tecmo Super Bowl for PlayStation. I think this got left behind because most people think all sports games are worthless. This is about $10. It's not as good as the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo versions, but yeah, still get an okay amount for that. It's also 90 cents. I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think this was $3.99. I already sold it for $10. The Ultimate version I think goes for about 20, 25. And then also $3.99 Shadow of the Colossus. It's come down in price a little bit, but 10, 12 bucks on this. It was as low as I think $4 when I first started selling, and I think it went as high as 25 at one point. But I think once the PS3 edition came out, it kind of just wanes in the teens. But yeah, that's it. So nothing too crazy. Xbox and the Tamagotchi are definitely the highlights. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. I think the weather is gonna go into double digits soon, so I'll get back out to thrifting, and I'll probably try and get twice as much stuff before I make the next video. So hopefully it'll be next week. Not quite sure. So in the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, share. Feel free to go back, watch some of the older videos that you might not have seen, and I did make a new kind of video. If you didn't see, it's just an unboxing of some new games, just a couple PS4 games and a 3DS game. Not very exciting, but that's kind of the point of the video. And yeah, if you like unboxing stuff, take a look at my channel and check out that video. So hopefully see everyone next week. Goodbye, everybody.